Hi, so today we are basically walking through our modern ELT pipeline. So the goal is to solve a common data problem, that is data loss and slow manual processing. So we are doing this with few of the powerful tools like Snowflake, DBT and Airflow. So first, let us talk about the foundation, that is a Snowflake. So think of Snowflake as a huge data warehouse where we can store massive amount of data. In this project, we start by setting up a dedicated warehouse, a database, and a schema uh, to keep our work organized. So this ensures that we have clean, secure, and efficient space. DBT and Airflow integration would be basically done by Cosmos. So these are the problems that we are going to solve: disjoint data, manual processes, and lack of scalability. All of them would be solved by Snowflake, Airflow, and DBT, the combination of all these tools. So these are the tools: Snowflake for data warehousing, DBT for transformation of the data, Apache Airflow to run our whole ELT pipeline. This is a workflow. Cosmos DB basically integrates DBT projects into Airflow. For the DBT to work on Airflow, we use Cosmos. So here, setting up Snowflake. So for basically we create a warehouse, we create database, we grant permissions, and then we create schema. So I will be showing you the Snowflake UI firstly. So firstly, we create a Snowflake account. This is my Snowflake account. This is the These are the projects and these are the worksheets. So this is the Snowflake code that we are going to use in this project. So here we are using the role account admin, which is the most powerful role here. Then we would be selecting the database DB here, and we would be creating roles DBT role. We would be creating a database called as DBT DB, and here we would be selecting that as well. And also we would be creating a warehouse called dbtwh, and we would be basically giving all of these permissions to it. So firstly, to work with DBT also. So this was about the Snowflake code that we have put in. So firstly, to work with the DBT also, we need to install the DBT. Then we need to put the DBT init, that is initializing the DBT command on our CMD. Later on, we are going to give our folder name as a data pipeline because we are creating a data pipeline. Then there would be an option called as if we want which warehouse we want to choose, if it is Redshift, if it is BigQuery, if it is Snowflake. These were the few that came my way. So I chose Snowflake because that was the one that I was going to work with. Then they would ask you the locator code. So locator code you will get when you go in admin and you go in accounts. So I cannot show mine because of the privacy reason, but this is the way that you can go in admin, you can go in accounts, and you will be able to find your locator code somewhere here, which you have to copy paste um in your CMD. Later on, they are going to ask us that what is going to be the name of your database, which I'm going to keep as dbtdb. They are going to ask you the name of the schema, that is dbt schema, warehouse dbt wh. And then what we are going to go do is we are going to go in our data pipeline folder, and we are going to write code dot, which will again open a VS Code window like this. So here we can see uh, there is staging, there are marts, there are macros, there are fact tables. Fact tables are nothing but just metadata, that is the data about the data. So basically it is just going to, so if there are orders, the fact tables are going to tell you on which date, on which at which time, um, or were there any discounts. These are the fact tables, I would say. Then we have staging. So staging does nothing but just renaming the columns for our convenience. So like here we can see the order key is named as order, L order key is named as order key, part key as part key, L line number is like L line number. Here we can see the cust key as the customer key. This is all just for our convenience. Um, Later on macros, we have macros for D.R.Y, that is don't repeat your code, which means that macros makes sure like anything that we put into macros, it is not going to repeat um, because of the D.R.Y principle that the macros follows, that is don't repeat your code. So macros is not going to repeat your code. It is for that purpose only. So later on, we will be um, we will be opening our dbt dag folder, which is the main folder that actually comes into your PC when you install dbt itself. And this is the dbt dag folder in which we are going to paste our data pipeline folder. So why are we going to do that? For our dbt to work on Airflow. So what exactly dbt does? It basically transforms your data. So Airflow is nothing, it is just a pipeline that is going to run your ELT pipeline. So in that pipeline, one of the important step is transforming the data, which dbt does. So for dbt to work on Airflow, we have to paste this data pipeline where we have all our information into this dbt folder, which is in dbt dag. And here we have our Docker code, we have our dbt dag.py. So again, dbt dag.py is going to basically integrate Cosmos. So this is where the Cosmos comes into picture. Cosmos does what? So it basically integrates dbt into Airflow. So this whole thing that we are going to do is to integrate dbt into Airflow so that there is the transformation that happens to our data. And later on, we are just going to install Astro if we do not have it. Otherwise, if we do have it Astro, we are going to run the command astro dev init, and then we are just going to start astro dev start command, and after which we open our Airflow window. So here you can see these were the times that my pipeline failed because of the error. So when we come to this particular page, you will be getting the username and password, which would be admin, and after doing that you will come to this page, and here you will be able to run your whole pipeline. So why my pipeline failed? Because when I was connecting in connections, we actually connected our Snowflake to Airflow, so you have to put all the information into that. And I by mistakenly put the role incorrectly, because of which I got that error. And now I'm going to just run the whole ELT pipeline in front of you, and you will be able to see how it works seamlessly. So yep, so these were the time it was successful. So here is the trigger, the tag, and we are going to trigger the tag, and let's see if it successfully works, which probably it would. getting started. It is running basically. It's just taking some time. Uh, so it is running all of these different SQL queries that we had in our data pipeline folder. Yeah, so here that now that we can see status success. So here when we see a green bar, that means that our ELT pipeline ran successfully. It ingested the data, it loaded it, and it transformed using DBT. So here is the graph that we can see. I'll just zoom and show it to you. So here we can see this. Every table ran successfully. Here we can see the Gantt chart. Here, if we want to view the each and every log, so here we can go and see the logs it has completed successfully, because of which we got a green bar. So previously I had error related to the role, because of which there were red bars. But yeah, this is how we have finally built our ELT pipeline. So here we can, I just wanted to mention that the dbt dag.py was for just connecting the Airflow DAG with the dbt. Then we had the requirements.txt. So it is basically going to add Astronomer Cosmos and Apache Airflow providers Snowflake. So here we can see in our requirement.txt, it was just giving us a little bit of information. And yeah, that is our project. So I would also like to mention the benefits and future scope of our project. So the benefits were enhanced data quality, automated testing ensures reliable and accurate data for data analysis, scalable infrastructure, cloud native tools, supports massive data growth and complex transformations, improved efficiency. So this whole thing basically the whole purpose of making this ELT pipeline was automating something. So automating workflows, in fact, to reduce manual effort and accelerating the insights as well. So advanced analytics foundation for machine learning and predictive modeling would be something that I would like to integrate in future. But for the start, this was it. And thank you for staying till here.